Yeah, he was like, I don't care. I don't care. It don't bother me. He said, what they do, F them Bammers. Straight up, F them Bammers. You know, he said, if they don't like the way my breath smell, that's good. They can stay up on my face. He said, that's what I do it for. Keep them Bammers out my face. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't want them in my face. That's why I do it. Hey, I ain't brushing my teeth. I don't need no toothpaste or no nothing. I know my breath be jumping. I ain't brushing my teeth. I ain't taking no showers. I ain't doing none of that while I'm locked up. Ain't nobody here for me to impress. I ain't trying to impress these Bammers. I ain't spending my money on all that old high-priced cosmetics and all that foolishness, man. I ain't got time for that. Use my money, man, to survive in here, man. Ain't nobody sending me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Little state money I get, man, I use that to survive in here. I'm eating off mine. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't buying no toothpaste. I ain't buying no soap. I ain't doing none of that stuff. Deodorant, none of that. They don't like the way I smell. They don't like the way my breath smell. Get the F off my face. If they don't like that, we can wreck. We can wreck. We can get it in. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him and I'm like, boom, I can jive, like understand his logic, but at the same time, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you supposed to want to take care of yourself for yourself, not for them. But he like, I ain't got it like that. I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be trying to budget to do this and do that, get caught, man. I ain't tripping off that. I take care of that stuff when I'm on the street. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I'm trying to give you some stuff. So you ain't got to, he said, I ain't gonna take that from you, homie. He said, I ain't gonna take it from you because I'm not gonna use it. Why would I trade it off and get some food. You want me to do that? He said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? He said, I respect you and I respect the fact you trying to look out for me. That's why I ain't take it. That's why I told you I take the food, but I ain't gonna take that because I ain't gonna use it. He said, far as them Bammers, man, I don't care what they think about me, man. They better stay out my face. And they better not let me hear them talking about me. He said, I'm going to smash one up. And he was dead serious. He was smash one of them Bammers. You know, so I'm like, okay, all right. I feel you, all right. You know, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. So I left it alone. You know what I'm saying? We went on. I even told the dudes out in the pod and stuff, told me, I said, look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, don't pull up on Southeast with that foolishness, man. I'm telling you, unless you ready to wreck, cause he gonna want to rumble. You know what I'm saying? I said something to him about it. He said that's what it is. He ain't tripping. He said, man, nobody better not pull up on him about it. So that's what it is, man. Y'all don't like his breath. Y'all don't want to be around him. Y'all don't like his smell. You can tell him, take the risk, or just stay away from him. But he know what time it is. He know what he doing. He know he got an odor with him. He ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, that's crazy. I done told you. I done gave you the warning. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, he can run, man. He won't scared at all. He's a big dude, man. You know, Southeast probably about 6'3". You know, he won't muscular or nothing like that, but he sharp. You could tell, yeah, he come from that city. He got some skills and he can ball and all that. He probably about 6'3", probably about 190, 195, somewhere up in there. He won't no little cat, and he definitely won't no pushover. So, you know, and he was smart. You know what I'm saying? He was smart, man. That was his downfall, his intellect, you know. But, you know, time went on. He kept doing this thing. He had a select few dudes that he dealt with, select few dudes that he used to kick it with all the time, play cards with or whatever. Those dudes, they weren't tripping. They respect them. They was around. But now, me personally, now I'm in the cell with, and I feel what you're doing, but at the same time, yo, you punishing me too. Cause we going lockdown or something, you gotta use the bathroom in that cell, man. You got to defecate, man. I be in that joint, man. That joint be smashing me. I used to take a sock. I literally used to take a sock and tie it around my face. And it's crazy because we out here today in these days of age of the COVID and how we wear these masks. I used to take a sock and tie it around my face just like the mask. And when he used the bathroom to try to subside from the smell, right? And it got to the point that I was doing it every time he used the bathroom. Then when we be watching TV, I told you his breath be coming down on me, man. It's just like it be smacking me, like, no, Banky, you ain't watching no TV. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it felt like. So I used to be bagging up and getting further and further back on my bunk to watch my own TV because he leaning over watching it too, and his brother's like, no. So, man, I got to the point where I started wearing the sock in the cell on a regular basis. Cause, especially when I started laying there to watch TV, because his brother be so hot coming down on me. So, and in retrospect, looking back to it, it could have been, it was kind of like a shot at him, but I was really doing it, not for a shot at him. I was doing it because I felt like I needed it. I was getting relief from that, from all this hotness coming down on me. So when I started wearing the sock around my joint, after I started doing it for it's probably about a week and a half, I guess he noticed it. Getting up off the bunk to go do this, he looked, see me with the sock around my face, whatever. Or I get up and I still had the sock on, and he looked and see me. I could see the look in his face. He was a little bewildered, like, this dude got an old sock wrapped around his face. Yeah, I do, bro, because you killing me in here. But I'm dealing with it because you my homie. So I guess when he noticed that, he felt offended. And it was like maybe after I was doing it for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks or something, I come in there one night and we get ready, something on TV. It might have been the Monday Night Football or whatever, but it was something on TV, and I go to watch it, and I know he gonna watch, so I put the sock on, right? So I'm watching it, I'm laying in there on the bed, I'm watching it and everything. So at a commercial or something, I get up to go get some, and I look up, and this dude got a sock wrapped around his face, right? So when I see the sock wrapped around his face, I immediately feel offended. I immediately feel anger, right? So I'm looking, and I look again, and he laying up there just as casual as I don't know what, with the junk wrapped around his face like me. So when I finished doing what I'm doing, I was letting it all process first, because like I say, this is a homie, so I don't want this thing to go left, but at the same time, I'm irritated as I don't know what, because I feel like you mocking me, right? When I got a reason for what I'm doing this because I'm trying to deal with you, because you my homie. If you want my homie, I would have been a screen on you, put you up out here or whatever, maybe even, touch you, but I'm trying to deal with all this because you is a homie. So when I see that, I just feel like, you think this is a game. So I was like, man, I said, look, let me ask you something, yo. He was like, what's up? I'm like, I know why I got this sock on my face, right? Tell me why you got one on yours. So he was like, what you talking about? I said, man, don't play no games, homie. Don't do that. I'm saying, I'm wearing this joint around my face, and you know why I'm wearing it around my face. I'm trying to figure out why you wearing it around yours. He's talking about, oh, you was doing it, so I felt like, I would wear it too. It's, you felt like something smell bad in here. I'm like, okay, I don't want to smell it either. I said, it's you. I'm wearing it because of you. You smell bad. Your breath smell bad. I'm watching my TV. You leaning over the joint, man. Your breath coming down in my face. You know your breath is hitting like that, man. You the one said it yourself. So now I'm trying to, deal with you and wear this, keep that up off me, and then you will get up there and put the joint on like you trying to mock me. I said, you can maybe turn this into something that's different, yo. You can maybe turn this into something different, because you really pissing me off right now, right? So he told me, what you talking about? You wearing the joint, so I just wear the joint. I said, dog, you playing with me now. You playing with me, dog, and you pissing me off, homie. I'm letting you know right now, you pissing me off, man. If you want my homie, I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. He told me, what you talking about? I said, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I said, man, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I said, this thing's serious now. Now it's serious. You know what I'm saying? He told me, man, it ain't that serious. I said, it's serious, man. Because you mocking me when I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to deal with you, bro. You the one that's in here, man. That you got your own principles. I don't knock you. I ain't judging you or nothing. You talking about, I don't want to take showers. I don't want to use deodorant. I don't want to do for your own principles. And I respect that. But now you gonna try to mock me when I'm trying to deal with you. I said, come on, man, tighten up, yo. Tighten up, man. Tighten up. This junk gonna get ugly, man. Tighten up, man. So he was like, yeah, all right, man, all right. So boom, I go on about my business, but I'm mad though. I'm really mad, you know. So I get in the bed. I'm just mad at my business. I keep the joint on. So, you know, like I say, that put a little strain in our relationship, man. We weren't really kicking it, like talking about after that, because it was tension. Now I got tension with you because you done made me feel a certain type of way, right? He kept doing his thing, whatever. He stopped wearing the joint on his face, you know, but at the same time, he had did it already. So it already had rubbed me the wrong way. Now, the other thing I didn't like about him was like I say, he was intellect. He was smart now, book smart and all that. The dude was sharp. I ain't taking nothing from him. Now, the police ain't like him, right? Because he always get smart with the police. He would let nothing go. And I ain't like that neither because I don't like drawing heat to myself. So he always get smart with them. They say this, that, about stand for count, do this, do. He always got something back talk to say to him. When they come shake our cell down, I really don't like confrontation with the police when they shaking my cell down because then they'll start tearing up your stuff and you ain't got no recourse. You can't do nothing about it because they in control. So he'll get the, hey, put that down, man. Why you touching that? You don't supposed to, and do all that and make the people even go harder than what they normally go. And I ain't like that. And I used to say stuff to him about that. But what it was he had got his hands on some type of paper that they got in the DOC, Department of Corrections, that was a memorandum of the code of conduct for officers. This was a code of conduct which meant that this was the rules and regulations that these officers had to follow, and it was a code of conduct that they were supposed to handle themselves in a certain manner and in a professionalism that certain things that they weren't supposed to do, as is being argumentative, as if being abusive with their language, cursing at you. A lot of things they weren't supposed to do that a lot of people ain't know, but it was in the code of conduct, and he had that copy of that paperwork. Where he got it from, I don't know, but I do know he wasn't supposed to have it. But when he did have it, and he was so sharp, he used to memorize that stuff, and when they be out of bounds, he used to quote it to them. And not only did he quote it to him, he quoted it to him using the code's number or precise joke that they fell up under. Hey, look, man, the way you talking right there, you being abusive, and per section code -422.6 says the officer must conduct this, and he used to quote that stuff, and they used to be like, and they were like, oh, how you know that? You see what I'm saying? But that's what he used to do. So now he done created a target. He done made us a target where they always targeting ourselves because he always getting smart. So I'm telling him, man, look, you got to cut that out, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You running these people up in the cell, man. Man, I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to get from out these mountains. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, they ain't gonna carry me. They ain't gonna carry me. They ain't gonna be coming at me like that, man. They coming at me. I know they wrong. I know they wrong, man. Listen. And he showed me the junk. And he said, man, this they code of conduct. And I read the junk. And I was in awe myself because a lot of things that you took for granted or you thought that was okay, it is not. But at the same time, you got to pick your battles, man. You can't beat these people at their own game, you know. And then what you pumping to them, they wonder where you get this information from or how do you know this information, right? So like I say, he used to stay at beefing with a man and stay on them. If they did anything wrong, he would recite something to them and tell them what they doing wrong, why they doing wrong. And they used to always be at all like, well, how you know that or what you talking? Or he used to look at him and straight tell him, oh, you know I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, you mess around and get a lawsuit on you. Yeah, I sue you. You know what I'm saying? And they back off. A lot of them are back off, which was unusual because we up here in racism counted, bro. I'm talking, we up here where they treat black people like episode of Roots. You know, Roots. I'm talking about Alex Haley Roots. You know, so it was crazy that he could fend them off like that. But I think what he did was he pissed them off so much and said too much out of his mouth that was too precise. And by being so precise, I think them officers went to their superiors like lieutenants and captains and said something about it. Right? So one day, when you leave out your cell on Wallace Ridge, you go to recreation. you go to the child hall, which is the kitchen, or you go and visit, or anytime you out your cell, they subject to come in your cell and look through your property, which I felt like was totally invasion of privacy if you have any in prison, but it just was invasion of your space. And they used to do that. That's why a lot of times up in Wallace Ridge, I didn't like to go out to rec. I didn't go eat anyway, but I didn't like to go nowhere unless it was a visitation, which when I was up in the mountains, I didn't even go to that. So I barely went out of my cell, but when I did or go to rec or something, then they come in your cell and go through your stuff. I didn't like that at all because I don't want nobody going through my stuff, number one. I definitely don't want nobody going through my stuff when I'm not there, when I'm not available. So that's what they do though. So evidently one time we go to rec and he go and I go. We go and play ball. When we come back, the police done been through everybody's cell. Some dudes that stay in, they holler and tell you, hey man, they stayed in such and such cell a long time. Y'all check y'all stuff. Hey man, they stayed in whoa. So we come in, they telling us, yo, bang, police was in your cell for a long time, man. They had the lieutenant and everybody in there. They stayed in there for a minute. So I'm like, what? So when we get in there, I'm looking through all my stuff, trying to see what's going on, what's missing, what's out of place, whatever. I usually have a visual, count of all my stuff. I can look and see if anything mine's been moved to the slightest. I even have that out here. I can tell if I leave my stuff a certain way. If you come and turn it like this, and when I had it like this, when I look at it, I know you done touched my stuff. So I come back in, and I'm like, boom, I'm looking. All my stuff is in effect. His stuff is in shambles. So I know they come in there they come in there messing with him. But at the same time, it's still drawing heat on me. He get to looking through his stuff. He like, boom, boom, boom. One thing missing. Only one thing missing. That code of conduct paper. He got it in there and he don't even supposed to have it. They came in there and they took that out. Now, normally they could have locked him up for that. They could have locked him up just alone from taking that paper and knowing that he had it with possession of that paper. But they know that he know what he know because he know that paper. They try to let it be. But what did he do, y'all? What do he do? He harassed them. He harassed the people. Oh, I know y'all took that paper out my cell. The people act like they don't know what you talking about. We ain't take nothing out. Oh, y'all took it out here. Y'all know I had it. I know what you have. Don't worry about it. I know y'all know I know the rule. I'm going to sue y'all. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So now he got the people down on the cell hot. I'm trying to holler at him. He don't want to listen to me. No, man, they came in and took my stuff. That's stealing. I'm going to file a jump with the magistrate. That's petty larceny. I said, man, you is tripping, dog. You is cocaine tripping. Them people don't care nothing about you filing a lawsuit, man. You gonna make them people cross you up, man. You better leave them alone. Man, I ain't worried about them. I ain't got but 2 years anyway. They can't do nothing to me. I'm going on the street regardless. Woo. Shh. Show his grits his groceries. About 2 or 3 days after he get to making all that noise, they come right around there, come right up in the cell, and tell me they shaking us down. They go right up in there, go right through all the stuff, go up on this bunk, and pull out, lo and behold, oh, Lord, they got a knife. They got a knife all of a sudden. They ain't got a knife. Man, ain't got no knife, man. I know for a fact he ain't got no knife. He screaming bloody, I ain't got no knife. Woo. Y'all trying to set me up, whatever. Man, boom, we locking you up. They cuff him up, take him out, pack all this stuff. And they basically say to me, when they leaving, your Celly mouth too big. You should have kept his mouth closed. I'm just looking at him like, man, what y'all need, man? Man, pack his stuff up, put all this stuff in the bag. And this how dirty they is. This how how vicious. They talking about, oh yeah, and we don't care if he got stuff missing or anything. Anything of his you want to keep, you can keep it. I'm like, bro, I'm packing all this stuff. They say, yeah, well, I don't care what you do with it. So I know that they didn't even respect this property when I gave it to them. They probably messed this stuff up, got some of this stuff missing by the time he got it, whatever. That's how vicious they play up there. That's how vicious they play in the system. That's how vicious it is in the system. You can't beat these people. It's impossible. They undefeated, man. Because they're in an authority position to do what they want to do, and you in a submissive position because you just a convict, a convicted convict. They don't care what you got to say. Your word means nothing. Zero. And that's how he ended up leaving my cell, man. They locked him up. And I felt bad for him, even though he, up in there, smelling like a skunk. you know, a wet skunk, but at the same time, he's still a convict. He's still my homeboy. He's still my little homie. And they dragged him, man, just because of his mouth, just because of his intellect. It's one thing to have knowledge, but it's how you apply that knowledge, man. You should also use the same knowledge to say silence is king sometime, man. Silence is king. Even a fish would not end up on your dinner plate if he kept his mouth closed. You see what I'm saying? So he don't know how to keep his mouth closed. He couldn't keep his mouth just shut and let the powers that be. If you want to fight that and contest that and bring up something against that, you wait till you get on the street and go at them people, man. You less than 2 years away. Them people can cross you up, do whatever they want to do to you when you in their possession. But when you on the outside of their possession, then the ball's in your court. But he ain't want to listen. He ain't want to listen, man. And that's how he ended up getting up out my cell. They locked him up. I never ended up seeing him no more, man. And which led to this story, man. But that's the only reason I remembered him the most was because, like I say, all of these stories are synonymous. They just interchangeable. I've seen all these type of scenarios before. But I ain't never had nobody in my cell with that type of with that type of hotness, man, going on with the hygiene and stuff. Because if I had to, I would have got rid of him. Only reason I ain't get rid of him, he was my homie. But he literally told me out his own mouth, I don't do showers. I don't do cosmetics. I don't brush my teeth. I don't do none of that. I don't waste my money on that type of stuff right there. If I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to eat mine and I'm going to poop it out in the toilet, bro. I ain't trying to be up in no penitentiary. Ran a whole bunch of knuckleheads trying to have some fresh breath and good hygiene, smelling good, spending my money on. For what? For what? And when you put it in those type of words, it make you say it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how he carried it. He said, I ain't doing all that, man. But I care about a bunch of knuckleheads talking about my breath stink, about my hygiene. I don't care nothing about that, man. I don't want none of them niggas, and I hope they don't on me. That's how he felt. And he had me at awful words. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had to deal with him up in there. Bang, bang, bang. I felt like I'm dodging punches. Like, oh, man, what you talking? Talk to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because that junk was jumping. Believe that. And with him eating all that bulk meat, I went through it, man. I went through it for a minute, man. But salute to Southeast, man, my homie, man. You know, DC, stand up. Yeah, we got all kinds out that city, bro. But we out that city, believe that. So, you know, that was a story I wanted to share with y'all, man. I hope y'all liked it. I hope y'all got something up out of it. Like I say, in every lesson, there is a blessing. And the blessing is that he didn't get hurt, he didn't get beat up, not to my knowledge. But the blessing is, knowledge is king, man. The more you know, the further you go. But knowledge without application is useless. He had the right knowledge, but he applied it wrong. You never let the left hand know what the right hand doing. You never do that. You never do that. See what I'm saying? If you got the knowledge, why let them know you got the knowledge? You use the knowledge to your advantage, and when they know it, it's too late. They can't do nothing about it. But he spoke prematurely. He spoke too much, and he spoke before he was in a power position. You don't speak truth till you're in a power position, because if you speak truth to power, they're going to overpower you. So just keep that in mind, man. Knowledge is king, man, but it has to be applied right. Big shout out to Team Banky Pam, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come back. We got some more going. We gonna make this a movement. We got to build these numbers up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody they know to come over here with us and join this TBP, Team Banky Pam movement, man. We going in the right direction, and that's straight to positivity, man. I love y'all. Be safe out there. Be smart. Make good decisions. I'll see you next time. Boom, boom.